Welcome to On the Line. Today I am joined by a fan favorite in the UFC. He's one of the most exciting fighters. It is Niko, the hybrid Price. My man, how we doing?
Good, man. Just chilling. Just got done training, and I was doing some journaling, and now I'm right here chilling with Tommy.
Yeah, for the journaling, is that part of the new Niko Price? Is that part of the new thing, the journaling?
Yes, sir. Yep. I journal about the Bible and all types of fun stuff. I go through my training. I record my training and watch my training now, so see the things I can fix. And I write that down, and I'm just trying to get better.
Okay, I like the new hybrid, but before we get into the new hybrid, I want to talk a little bit about the past a little bit. I want to go back to your last fight with Miguel Pereira. To me, and I think to everyone else, it was fight of the night. How fucking pissed were you, man, that wasn't the fight of the night that night?
I was really upset, but I mean, it's all good. It wasn't meant to be, I guess. I was supposed to get the extra 75,000. Oh.
That's gotta suck, man. That fight was crazy. Like, I mean, no offense to Moutinho and anything, but I mean, he was getting wrecked all around the ring. You guys were back and forth doing backflips and shit. And speaking of the backflips, like, what's going through your head when this guy backflips on you?
I tried to kick him in the head. I just missed. Like, legit. Just like, I was like, he kicked me in the face. But it happens.
Were you, I also think you're going for a leg lock, too.
Yeah, I had a straight knee bar on him. I just didn't put my hips close enough to his. That's all. I missed it by literally an inch. If I'd had my cup on his knee, I'd have put his leg backwards. But
do you when you're going into this fight too, like, he's gonna do backflips and stuff. Like, for you, was that part of the game plan? Like, when he does a backflip, I'm going for the head kick.
Oh yeah, that was me the whole time. I was like, that's definitely a way you get a bonus. You head kick someone as they're doing a backflip trying to kick you. So I was like, yeah, I'm waiting for that. I was trying to knock him out when he jumped off the cage too. I just missed him. I hit him right in the chest, and then he stopped jumping off the cage. He tried that Rolling Thunder thing, the Rolling Thunder kick, and I was like, saw that from a mile away. How do you hit people with that?
Like his craziness almost seemed like your craziness is almost crazier. It's crazier than his craziness, and I don't think he knew what to do for some of those moments. Like, he went for the flying knee, he went for the backflip, he went for the he did everything, and it's just like you had answers for pretty much all of it.
Oh yeah, because we study. My coaches study, and then we game plan in there, man. We don't go into fights blind. I got a really good idea of what everyone wants to do, but once I hit him in the face, then it becomes a brawl most of the time, because if I hit you once, then I'm going to keep hitting you. And if you let me keep hitting you, you're just going to go to sleep. Simple as that. Because I don't hit light. I'm a hard hitter for a welterweight.
And so, speaking of that too, and the hard hitting, like, you knock people out, you're just an exciting fighter. What blew my mind is when I was doing my research, like, I was like, oh, he's probably going to have a bunch of fight of the night bonuses. You only have one. Like, that's fucking crazy. And so I know recently you said you don't want to be in fight of nights as much. Obviously the money's great, but you don't want to be in that because you're not gunning for the title as the new hybrid. And going into this fight with Brazilian Cowboy Alex Oliveira, what do you expect to go? What are you looking forward to in this next fight, in this new,
I'm going for a performance of the night. I'm not going for a fight of the night. I'm coming in there, and I'm coming to finish. I've been training my butt off, man. I'm going ham every day in the gym. I'm hitting like 3 sessions in the morning, coming back for 2 at night. Like, I'm not joking around. I'm in there to get this, and I just got to restaple my name on the blackboard for them so they can start watching out again. Because I'm not getting top 15 fights. No one in top 15 wants to fight me because they know there's a opportunity of them getting slept. I'm a dangerous dude for top 15. And then I take your spot, and they lose all that hard work they had. But, like, I really can't call anyone out right now because my last 3 fights haven't been the best. Even though I lost to Vicente, who's now top 5, which I was up on the scorecards in that fight. But, man, I was also blind from the middle of round 2. So, but he caught me with that left hook of Vicente, dude. That'll sleep you. That'll sleep you. He just broke a couple bones in my face. That's all.
How long did it take for that eye to recover? Because that was one of the most gross, swollen eyes I've seen in forever.
Only 2 or 3 weeks. I didn't have to get surgery. I didn't have to do anything. I healed natural. I have no vision problems. I still see 20/20. There's no blurs, and yeah, I'm perfectly fine. Isn't that crazy? I thought they were like, you're gonna have to get surgery.
Dude, like, that is crazy. You got just blessed.
Yeah, dude. Glory to God, man. That's my walkout song, by the way. But yeah. Yeah,
Oh, a little sneak preview for next week.
yeah. Yeah, I just had I think 15 stitches and a swollen eye. And the reason my eye swelled is because I did what Cerrone did when he fought I forgot who it was, but I blew my nose when I went over to the corner after they stopped it to check my eye and stuff. I went, and then I was like, oh no. And then it just started. Yeah. Don't blow your nose when it's broken.
So that's how it happened.
That's how it got so big so quick. I blew my nose.
You learn, the more you know. And so going into the fight, so obviously you're fighting the Brazilian Cowboy next.
Mm-hmm.
Now but before that, you fought the American Cowboy, Donald Cerrone. We were just kind of talking about it. When you asked for the fight, did you ask for this? Give me Cowboy again. Did this end up giving you Brazilian Cowboy, not the American Cowboy?
No, I just said, give me whatever you guys want. I don't care. I was trying to get the Kevin Lee fight, but then Daniel Rodriguez got it before me. Yeah, he must like a day before must have asked for it, and I said, Kevin Lee got a dance partner yet? And he goes, yeah, he does, but we got something else planned for you. All right, cool. Let me know. I'm right here, man. I'm ready to go. So.
And it's gonna be a hell of a fight too. But both fights, they'll be awesome fights. I mean, again, as we said, like dude,
if I'm in there, don't blink.
Fighter. For real, honestly, literally, you'll throw a head kick on a guy doing a backflip.
Yeah, try. just miss them.
As we said, like. So it's the new hybrid, the new Niko Price, and you got popped the second time, which is what kind of caused this. And before we go any further to that, have you ever done an interview without being asked about weed?
No. I get asked about weed all the time.
Well, you can bet your ass.
Everyone thinks I still smoke.
Bet your ass. I'm gonna ask about it too.
Yeah.
What have you noticed the most since you stopped? Like, what's the biggest difference for you? Like energy, like what is it?
Yeah, just like my clarity. Like I can go through a training session and remember everything in training. Like I won't forget moves now. Like normally I'll sit there and I'll be like, oh shit, what did we just go over? But now I have none of that. I'm right into it. I remember everything and I'm using it all throughout the training sessions and stuff. It's like I'm getting it done now. Yeah, my clarity is just there. I know what I need to do, and throughout trainings, I don't get tired. I normally don't get tired, but now I really don't get tired, like because I don't inhale anything anymore. I don't drink. I'm literally, yeah, just I'm like a preppy boy now.
It's and you kind of said this earlier too, with like how you don't want to do a call out. Do you you've been trying to get Mike Perry for a while for the title of the most Florida man? Like is that could be your next call out?
I don't know if that would happen either, but I don't care. Like I said, dude, I'll fight anybody. I don't discriminate. They can all get it. Tall, small, big, whatever you want, black, white, yellow, I'll fight anybody, dude. It doesn't bother me. Like, I won't be like, oh no, that guy's scary. Come get some, I'm scary. And it's gonna be, I mean, I don't want it to ever be wars, but I'm a dog, man. When I get in there, I like fighting. Like, if you touch me, I'm gonna touch you twice back. It's just, I love it. Like and I never even been in a fight growing up as a kid or nothing. Never been in a street fight. I just maybe that's why I have a passion for it now, because I got to fight somebody and I'm like, this is amazing. So I enjoy it.
That was something I was gonna ask later on. Is like if you ever been in a street fight, but you were never in fights growing up. You just got all your like aggression out with rugby and like football.
Yeah. Yeah. Football, I didn't have to fight anyone, dude. I would just roach people. I was a little dude. I was like 160 pounds soaking wet in high school playing middle linebacker. And I would be taking out 250-pound dudes. It didn't matter. I was just speaking to Island Coast High School out here. I'm actually wearing their shirt right now. And
Shout out.
it was fun, man. I got to explain my high school career to them. And I didn't play. Like, I had 95 solo tackles. I had 65 assist tackles. I had a touchdown, 3 pass deflections, 12 sacks. That was no joke. I would wreck people. The only reason I didn't go to college was my size and my GPA. They didn't like either of those. So, but fighting, you don't need a GPA.
You did go to college though, right? What was that like?
I don't know. I went for like 2 months and quit. Because that's when I found fighting. I was going to be a cop.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to go for criminal justice.
Really? How long did you last on that?
3 months.
So 5 months, and then you're an MMA fighter.
Yeah. Yeah. And once I started MMA, 3 months later, I took my first fight. I went right into kickboxing. I did 2 kickboxing fights, and then finally MMA opened up around here, and I did a cage fight, and I won. And then I did like 11 more cage fights, and I won those. And then I went pro.
It's crazy how it all works like that, man. It's fucking nuts. And I have another question about the new you is like, since you quit smoking, does it help with the weight cut and the diet? They don't have the munchies anymore?
No, I'd made weight anyway. I'm very good at that stuff. Yeah. I just wouldn't eat the crap, you know? I wouldn't eat it at all, actually. I've gotten bigger since I've stopped smoking because, like, I don't know. Like, I would guess I would have, like, anxiety about eating, so I would stop eating. Now I have no anxiety, so I always eat. I walk around a little heavier now, like 195. I thought I was going to always walk around at 170 when I stopped smoking because of the whole eating thing, but then I ended up walking around bigger. So it's cool. I like it.
I want to kind of talk a little bit about your training and things like that. You used to be part of American Top Team, and you kind of became kind of a nomad.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're with Syndicate Boxing. Like, kind of, how did you fall into that?
Well, I started out here with Coach Mike when I was 18. My second kickboxing fight was with him. He cornered me. And then I went off to American Top Team, and I started training over there with those guys. And then we created American Top Team here in Cape Coral. And then after that went out the window. Then I started another school, Futures MMA, and then I left that because I had fallen out with the head coach over there. But I mean, we're cool now. But for a moment, it wasn't the right fit for me. And then I jumped back over with Coach Mike over at Syndicate Boxing Club, and now that's where I pretty much do everything. And I met up with a couple of my buddies that are black belts now, and I just created a little squad, you know? Brought the right people together, the ones that can control me mentally and keep me positive, and they care for my family more than they care for a lot of themselves. So, simple as that. We're all on the same page.
Exactly, which helps out a lot. And so you were one of the select few people to ever knock someone off from your back. We kind of talked about it a little bit. You knocked out James Vick with the up kick, and then you knocked out Randy Brown with the hammer fist.
Yep.
To you, which one are you more proud of?
I don't know. I like them both. I'm proud of both of them. It wasn't me doing it. You know, like, literally when I did the hammer fist to Randy Brown, I was just like, man, did he really just take his hand away from his face? And I just dropped the hammer. God told me to hammer him, so I hammered him. And then the up kick, I always throw up kicks. And I just threw one, and I brought it back, and I threw another one, and the second one got him nasty. And, yeah, this is a blessing from God, man. My coach told me that fight, don't throw those up kicks. Just quit throwing up kicks and just get up. And then it was funny. Because after I did it and I knocked him out, when I stood up, you see me throw my mouthpiece, and I look over. I told you. It was so funny. He was like, "All right, you told me." So it was exciting. It was a good time.
Hey, you gotta listen to you more. You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing.
Yeah, we understand the game. I'm in there, so when I see the openings and when the opening's there, it's not hard for me to just react and take the opening. And that one was there because he put both his hands down. He thought he was gonna just fall into my guard. Nope. No.
And now that's going to be part of history forever and ever, because that's one of the coolest knockouts you'll probably ever see. And so another thing interesting, but again, as I said, you're a fan favorite, you've done all this kind of stuff, is now earlier I asked you, can you see images on my phone just so I can do this? I want to rate your looks over the years, and I want you to rank them for me. All right? So we're going to go through them, and we're going to rank them. All right? So we're going to do the first one, and the first one is the Samurai Qui-Gon Jinn. So we'll just do this one first. I'll show the crowd. I'll show you just to remind you of what it looked like. The Samurai Qui-Gon Jinn. All right.
Do I have a black eye right there?
Yeah. I think it was right after the fight.
Yeah, that was which fight was that? Was that Tim Meads?
Yeah, that was
Jeff Neal. Yeah. Yeah, he punched me a lot.
All right. Let's do next one is the braided man bun with the mustache, pretty thick mustache, slight facial hair. All right, that's the next one.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I didn't like that one either.
I actually like the Qui-Gon Samurai. I'm not gonna lie, I was a fan of that one.
Yeah.
We got the current look, the mustache and the clean shave.
Yep. That was my faux hawkness. I just didn't put it up.
Mm-hmm. And then we got just the clean look.
Randy Brown.
So out of all those, I want you to rank those 1 through 4. Which was your favorite?
I would say the Randy Brown one.
Okay.
2 would be the Samurai one you were saying. 3 would be the one I had last fight. And then 4 would be the other one, the long haired with the braids. Like the long sideburns with the braids.
Right.
Yeah. But this one's going to be my best one. I'm going to stick with the fade for a minute.
The fade with the mustache, that's modern, which is crazy because that it's kind of like a 70s porn star look, but it's so modern now, which is I'm in for it. Mustaches are bad.
Yeah, I want to grow the little twisties, but I don't like when it gets in my mouth, like the hair starts growing in my mouth. I'm like, this shit annoys me.
It's disgusting, dude. I wanted to grow my mustache out too, a little bit longer, so it's a little bit more scruff. But it's just it's when it gets in your mouth, it's gross.
Yeah, and then I'm not good at edging it up. Every time I go to do that, I'm like, I kill half of it, and I gotta go get it done somewhere. It's funny.
Yeah, but that's not worth the effort. So that was kind of a dumb question to kind of ask through all the looks, but I got some more dumb questions. This is just kind of stuff that pretty easy stuff, pretty easy questions. Just kind of have a good time with it. Yeah. First one is, what's the most Florida man thing you've ever done?
I wrote down when I was younger. I jumped around the whole entire block in my underwear with my buddy, and we had cowboy hats on, and we were on pogo sticks bouncing around the house. That's Florida man.
Okay, all right. Do your kids ever watch your fights?
All of them.
Really? What's the youngest age?
So I have 1 right now, and whenever he sees me on TV, he's like, "Daddy, daddy, 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 daddy." He's almost 2 now, but I have 9, 8, 6, 3, and 1, and my wife's pregnant. Woo woo.
The sixth little hybrid's coming out.
Yeah.
Oh, baby, congratulations. Are you still working on the wheelbarrow soccer kick?
They told me it wasn't legal. They said I can't do it. If all their weight's on their hands, you can't kick him in the face.
Oh my god, dude, that thing would have been so cool.
The only way, I've already found out how to do it.
Man, that was.
We've designed how we could get it off the cage, next to the cage. But the only other way I can do it is if I get their hips, pick them up, then kick them in their face. If I'm holding them in the air, I can kick them in their face. But if all their weight's on their hands, I can't kick them in the face.
Some Mortal Kombat shit, but that's
Yeah. Hey, you never know. I might be able to do it. I fight some big dudes.
so. Well, no, you talk about the big dudes. You might still try to do it.
Yeah. Why wouldn't I? If I can get my hands on your hips and I'm holding you in the air, yeah, I'm gonna kick you in your face. Because that's a guaranteed bonus.
Oh my god,
and highlight.
100%.
You know, like
Add it to the list, man. You're
you know, Guinness Book of World Records, UFC first. That's what I'm going for here. Hall of Fame.
Have you ever squared up with a gator?
Yeah. Yeah. Quite a few times.
So obviously you won. So you've won every time. You're undefeated. Undisputed.
Either that or I got the hell out of there quicker.
That too. It kind of going with the gators and fishing and all that kind of stuff. What's the biggest fish you've ever caught?
Right when I was getting out of high school, we got a 12-foot nurse shark right off Sanibel Beach. Yeah, insane story. So we run out there, me and my brother, to grab the tail, and we start trying to drag this thing off, and it just flung both of us. We couldn't even get it onto the beach. And then another shark came over, and they started getting dirty. I'm not even kidding. Then they just started rolling right there, and then they both stopped moving, laying upside down, and I ran in and I grabbed the 6-footer, and he tried grabbing the 12-footer again, and we both got flung again. It was exciting.
That is electrifying, bro.
That's a crazy Florida story.
That's another Florida man thing for you. Another one.
Yeah.
Let's kind of go back. Let's go back to the UFC. Who's the hardest hitter you've ever fought?
Razak. He's the only one to knock me out. So I would say he's the hardest hitter. Everyone else, I've looked at him and was like, now he's at 85. So that dude had legs like this big. Yeah, his legs, dude, they're freaking truck legs.
They're tree trunks.
Yeah.
Dude, they're fucking tree trunks.
That doesn't mean I wouldn't fight him again. Don't get it twisted.
Oh no! I know you'd fight him again. You want to get that L back.
Of course.
And I ask this question to every fighter because I know these questions get old. But which question do you hate more? How's the weight cut going, or how's camp going?
Doesn't bother me. I'll let you know how they go. They're going great.
So I'm gonna say if it's going bad, you're not gonna say it's going bad because I know I've talked to some guys who are like, bro, like I fucked up my shoulder or whatever, and they were asking me about all this stuff. Like in my head, I'm like, dude, I'm so fucked, but like I can't say that. It's like, oh, it's going great, but like can't lift his shoulder up or anything. You know what I'm talking about? But no,
Dude,
that's just something I always like to ask. I feel like you get asked that every single time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't bother me. If there was something wrong with me, I'd be like, yeah, I got some injuries, but I'm good to go. You know? But I don't have any injuries.
What's the worst injury you've ever fought with?
So I broke my foot kicking, what was his name? Brandon Thatch in the knee. And then I fought 30 days later, or 23 days later versus Alex Morano. And then I kicked him more than I think I kicked anybody with the broken foot.
Was it just numb, or was it just like how the fuck did you do?
I just kept kicking. It's like whatever. If it's broken, I'm gonna get it fixed. And then I didn't even tell him my foot hurt. And when I got home, it was like a balloon. So I had to chill for a little bit after that one.
My foot was a balloon.
Pretty much, it was huge. My toes looked like little sausages. It was hilarious.
Like a turtle shell, almost like with the little feet and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Out, you know? Yeah. I broke my ankle a long time ago, so I know what you're talking about because my foot swelled up, everything swelled up, so I know exactly what you're talking about. So going into this fight, man, I know this is a really cookie cutter question. We kind of hinted at it a little bit. So what can we expect out of the new Niko the Hybrid Price? We already saw it with Miguel Pereira with your new cardio and kind of how you can push for 3 rounds, et cetera, et cetera. But like, what should we expect out of you this time?
A finish. I'm coming to get a finish, man. I'm not coming in there to just throw hands anymore and just kick and punch and elbow. I'm coming in there to get a dub and a finish. You know, I want some fatality type shit. Sorry about my language, but I'm coming in. I'm coming in hot.
No, I love that energy. I love that. I love that. I love that. That's what I like to hear out of you guys. And I know you're gonna, no matter what happens, whether it be you get the finish or you go for 3 rounds and just beat the shit out of them, like no matter what, it's gonna be an entertaining fight. And I know we can guarantee that. So with that said, man, that's all the questions I got for you. If there's anything you want to promote or if there's any sponsors you'd like to thank, man, like go for it.
Always, man. I give a shout out to Roman Roofing. Norm, he's one of my best sponsors that I've ever had in my whole life. He hooks me up with anything I need. He gave me a vehicle to use throughout my career, and it's the coolest dude ever. Also, Pure Native, they're my CBD helpers. They give me, I don't smoke anymore, but I do CBD still because when you stop smoking, you actually feel the CBDs. It's crazy. And then I have Seed and Bean. They take care of my family when I come bring them over and we have some good cafe and eat some good food. And then my meal prep is Lean Box. They help me out so much. Yeah, Lean Box all the way. They're the reason my weight cuts have always been easy because they count everything out for me and they give me the food I need and I come in strong. So yeah. And then just shout out to Captains for Clean Water of Florida too.
So for me, for Niko Price, we out. Peace.
Later, brother.